திரு ஆனந்த் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் அவர்களின் சாதாரண பங்கு அசாதாரண லாபம் தமிழ் வடிவம் இப்போது கிண்டிலில் கிடைக்கிறது. இந்த புத்தகம் புதிய முதலீட்டாளர்களுக்கு பங்குச்சந்தை பற்றிய ஒரு அறிமுகமாக இருக்கும். இந்த புத்தகத்தை நீங்கள் கிண்டிலில் வாங்க விரும்பினால் வீடியோவின் கீழே இருக்கும் லிங்கை கிளிக் செய்யுங்கள்.
Good evening. Today I wanted to talk about a particular aspect of economy. This was started with many centuries ago, started with David Ricardo. Ricardo suggested countries like companies should specialize in certain areas of expertise and build strength over it, and they become global suppliers to that particular commodity. Now, in this COVID pandemic, what has happened is most of the commodities of a particular type come from one country, and if this one country is badly crippled by the COVID pandemic and other countries have come out of the pandemic, then there's a critical shortage of that commodities. The supply chains break down and there's a huge problem. Most people here would assume that I am taking a swipe at the government for the vaccine. That is not what I am doing. I'm going to now talk about the problem in China. China historically is one nation with two countries. There was a big clash between the nationalists and the communists in the early 20th century. The communists won the war and the nationalists lost, and the nationalists withdrew themselves to an island called Taiwan, which is separated from the mainland by a strait which is 177 kilometers wide. The Chinese historically have not invaded that island at that time, and the government in Taiwan declared independence and is a democracy normally controlled by the nationalist Chinese. Over the last 110 years, both countries have taken divergent paths. Most of the countries do not recognize Taiwan as an independent nation because of the pressure of China. This is the background of the story. But the Taiwanese, long before Chinese became great exporters, learned to become big exporters. When the IC circuits and the chip semiconductor industry became large, Taiwan was the first country to set up huge foundries. Today, Taiwan has more than 60% of the total foundry capacity of the world. So most of the chips that have to come from Taiwan. 2 decades back, when I was in the IT industry, most of the RAMs used to come from Taiwan. Whenever there was a shock in Taiwan, because Taiwan is prone to earthquakes, whenever there was an earthquake in Taiwan, RAM prices in Ritchie Street in Madras used to go up. People used to speculate on RAM prices based on what happened in Taiwan. This was the state long before the pandemic came. Now we come to the pandemic. The first wave of the pandemic, by and large, passed Taiwan without major danger, like it did in India. The wave passed without any grave emergency. In the beginning of the year, there was a clash between the Taiwan health minister and the Chinese counterpart. Taiwan tried to buy the Pfizer vaccine directly from Germany BioNTech, but China had gone one step further and taken the license for entire Southeast Asia, including Taiwan, and had that license. And hence the Chinese objected to the fact that the Taiwan would get license. The Taiwan government did not want to import that vaccine from China, and they got into a scrap. And the scrap really took off, and the whole world was talking about it. The main strength for Taiwan is the support it gets from America and the West. The support from America and West, though on ideological grounds, is further buttressed by the fact that Taiwan is the largest supplier to the technology industry, and the technology industry is what is driving the Western economy today. So, if Taiwan chokes its supplies, then Google, Facebook, Netflix will also be in trouble. So will be Apple. All these reasons put together, there was a symbiotic relationship between the United States and Taiwan. But today, that very strength for Taiwan seems to have become a problem because of the fact that they did not vaccinate enough population. Only 1% of Taiwan's population was vaccinated. The second wave really hit Taiwan badly. And once Taiwan got hit by the second wave, it became a national emergency. Just like in India, hospitals filled up, everything, people on the streets. This meant that supply chain got badly affected, and chips could not reach their American shores. So, Taiwan has become the Achilles heel of the electronics industry. It is not possible to create chip supply somewhere quickly possible. The whole thing was integrated in such a way that Taiwan would get the chips ready, make it into a circuit, send it to China, which would manufacture and then supply to the rest of the world. Without Taiwan supplying chips, there is going to be shortages along the entire supply chain, and therefore products are not going to land in the American stores and Western stores when demand is high. America and Europe have overstimulated the economy and want a big bounce. And when consumers are now let out and come to the streets, they find they are not able to find goods. Adding to the fuel of inflation due to other reasons, with the chip shortage in Taiwan is now affecting cost of electronic goods across the world. People are finding it more costlier to buy the same goods. Nintendo Switch, for which kids had saved up a lot of money, the price went up by several times, and kids who had saved up money for buying that could not buy. That is only an example. But this is affecting cameras, TVs, laptops, mobile phones, the games, and everything. The world today runs completely on the internet. So, if this trend continues, it could hit the revenues of large companies which depend on e commerce and social media. Let us see what happens in Taiwan and how the world handles to this. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.